Is
Beautiful
Okay.
performance, but he can't even hear you.
Is it fixed now, Maru? Ismaru.
ora.
Okay, gonna have to cut the thought in here. Damn it. I updated OBS is what happened. And I guess it just did not accept any sources. Recap for session. Recap for what happened last session. They found, they were able to find who was responsible. Recap for this session, they killed the intellect devourer very easily. Guards came. Hey, he was the intellect devourer. Back into things.
Yeah.
We also
Yeah, he should
found
be able to
some-
hear you now.
We also found some notes regarding town defenses, or at least Lucille and Setchel did.
Yes.
Yeah, and no real meaningfully helpful notes beyond that, because these things communicate telepathically. So that's lovely.
That's what you get.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna pass this
I think
dossier off.
I think my father needs help. Oh, bring me.
Should we wait for his return?
Sure.
Cool, I'm gonna drink more milk tea.
Milk tea is good.
Even better when you're lactose intolerant, because nothing frightens you.
That is indeed a
Looks like
brave
you were right.
move.
I fear no god. I don't fear lactose intolerance.
Thanks for bearing with us, chat. This is
Oh.
a very bleh session to join back into things.
We're getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Draco, I meant to I will message you in more detail later, but because I was just thinking about like personally narrative things to Lucille without the factor of her missing former party.
Oh yeah.
It's that
Sorry.
like I could talk about it here, or I could message you if that's okay.
I would say message, just for immersion factor on behalf of the audience.
All right, I will do that now while we wait for Coulter to return. Why do I have so many fucking DMs?
Sometimes it be like that.
It's also a thing if I need to DM you as well and like figure out stuff for Soul.
Sounds good. Always willing to help you guys get personal arcs in. How's everyone's new year so far?
Pretty good.
It's fine.
Yeah, this VOD I'm probably gonna have to do some extensive cutting.
Yeah. Actually, while we're waiting for Coulter, I got a mechanical question. Would Mimi's ring get in the way of intellect devourers just getting in your head?
No.
I would assume it doesn't help with physical. full mind invasion.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Coulter.
All good in the hood?
Yeah, just had to help my dad with groceries.
All right.
Sorry about that.
All right. So jumping back in. Is there anything anyone is doing in the immediate aftermath of everything that's happened?
I would like to pass that dossier off to the most capable person, I guess. Be like, oh, Torben was cataloging flaws in your city's defense.
This is useful information. Thank you very much.
Can I peek at that dossier
Sorry.
actually for a second?
Anything you want to do? Because you and Lucille looked over it together. Yeah. What do you want to do? Looking over it.
Does it list any other? Does it list any other explicitly possessed individuals in the city? Did Torben keep a list of people to be converted and already converted?
Ooh. I would say there is a list of strategic figures where there probably isn't any markings of if anyone's already been converted, but there definitely is a list of strategic figures that it looks like has been gone back and added to.
Sebastian would like to at least glance at the document, see if he sees that.
Yeah.
Is that a roll to do, or?
I would say that this could have all happened when you all discovered the dossier, so no need to roll.
Sebastian's gonna just take the little list thing of names and just hand it off to the guard and say, investigate these people or however you need.
Will do.
See who's been turned, see who hasn't.
We'll hand this off to the city guard. We are the general's personal guard, but thank you very much.
Much obliged.
If
You told him
catch
to-
one of... Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask because I was distracted editing something. You told him to verify that these people are okay, or
Just check if they're converted or safe.
okay,
Basically.
okay.
And, if
And
one is
Lucille
convert-
just. I'm so sorry. I'm so
You
sorry.
first, you first, you first, you first.
Lucille will add to Sebastian's comment, like, aim for the head to the guards.
That's the easiest way to kill someone, of course.
2 thumbs up. Anyway, your turn, Myriad. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Setchel looks at the list and if you find one that's converted and they're still in town, do you mind telling me? I think I can get one out alive.
I swear to God, Rob Ray. I swear to whatever divinity exists. You are going to be the death of me.
It could be useful to get information out of them.
You'll likely need to meet with the city guard to have one of their casters send you a message magically.
Thank you.
We
Thank
can
you.
take
I'll
you
prepare
to
an
them.
operating table.
We can take you to them now with passing off the information.
Thank you very much.
I would say, for sake of expediency and for the fact that I have not prepped anything, that happens.
That's what happens.
I'll whip up an NPC who you can have as a contact in the city.
Thank you.
Is there
Anyway,
anything anyone
Anyway,
else
well-
wants to do in the city before heading back?
Poulter was trying to say.
while Rob Rain sorts out the details with the guards, I'm going go double check the facilities around here. See if I can at least get some gunpowder.
All right. Investigation check.
That was almost a 1,
Oh.
but it was a 7
Whoa.
plus 3.
10. What in particular are you looking for?
Mostly just leftover bit. It's a metal, maybe metal I can cast down into more rounds. Gunpowder's not there's the hard thing to come by, but he can make it.
Yeah, I would say you find a blacksmith shop and it's like, hey, can I have some of your scraps for my own purposes? And yeah, you can.
Tosses a couple broken daggers at me.
Yeah.
You take these, I ain't using them.
Basically.
Thank you kindly. Alright. Anyone else?
Before we go, who is the Empire representative visiting the town?
Hella.
Hella.
Last we saw him, he was in some bar.
Correct.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind saying some passing words from before we leave.
I feel like since he is an ambassador from the government, barf, but
A different government.
if people suspect it, yeah, it might help him to reassure him, like, oh yeah, you're innocent. We caught the guy, so you're good. Now people will only hate you because you're from the government they're trying to get away from. But that's unrelated.
You're clean.
You're clean.
You're clean.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
He's he's a reasonably nice guy. I think it'd be a show of good faith that we inform him, but the public finds out.
Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Now to just deal with the rest of everything until I get to go back.
Well, tell you what. We can't really stay here long. We gotta go back and report for stuff. However, I'm assuming things down the line we will basically make where we're working a base of operation. What I'm basically saying is, if you're still here, visit us. We'll have doors open for you.
Will do. Thank you for the kind words.
Thank you for the drinks.
Nods.
What's the name of the city that the Rastra is working in?
Deepwell.
Thank you.
Deepwell. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just catch up with us at Deepwell.
Will do.
If you're good. Yeah.
I give him a little pat on his arm. I probably need to stand on a chair to do it because if I do recall, he's huge.
Yeah, he is big.
And just say, and I just tell him,
I can't say this for many figures in.
words. Hold on. Reset.
I cannot say this for many people in positions of power.
Pat.
But you seem nice.
Well, I'm not really in a position of power, and thank you.
I just hop off the chair, give him a thumbs up,
Good luck.
and just follow the others.
Sits back down, takes another sip of his drink. And at that point, I am presuming you all head back to Deepwell.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see what this city sells that I can't get back in Deepwell. So, and I don't really want anything. So,
All right.
Soul, you need anything?
No.
There. All right. Do you all get a rest in before heading back to Therastra to report, or how do you take things?
if we had, I don't think we got into any combat before that confrontation. So, if you guys want to sleep, then that's fine. But Lucille doesn't really need one.
Sebastian's just gonna hang around Lucille because he's not sure what to do.
All right. Soul and Satchel?
Didn't you guys cast spells last session? You can rest if you need it.
Let's see. I think I'm fine.
Yeah, I use suicide points, so I think I'll just rest, I guess.
All right.
Short rest or long rest?
Don't remember what gets sorcery points back.
I think it's either. I think either gets sorcery points back.
Yeah. If you're on D&D Beyond, if you click short rest or long rest, it will tell you what each one will recover for you.
I think I'll just do a long rest then.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. After however long you guys decide to cool down for after a mission, going to Therastra, she is. Shit, I forgot to fully prep this out. She is there, Quarian by her side as usual, and another deep elf individual is there, and they are talking. Oh, hello, you're back.
Wait, hold on. Quick question. How do you spell the name of that guy Therastra's with?
One moment. I remember the name because it stuck in my head. I do not remember how to spell it.
Just say the name again and I'll wing it.
Quarian.
Warian. Okay.
He's the paladin
That
dude.
definitely starts with a Q.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna send a proposed spelling in the chat. Does that seem about right?
I'll get you the actual spelling when I have the time to find it.
Okay.
Welcome. How did the mission go?
We found the guy who did it, and
I basically just tell her what fucking happened. And let her know, like, oh, we pass on all relevant information to the authorities who will actually handle it.
Very
But
good.
as far as we could tell, all the intellect devourers have been discovered so far and were dealt with.
All right, that sounds very good. Everyone, I would like you to meet Karatok. The deep elf individual gives a bow. He is a Braitham with the city, and we have been talking about a reward for you all. After all you've done to help me. Does anyone in the party know Elvish?
Yes. So wait, hold on. Do I?
Nope, only
Yeah,
Sylvan.
I do. Yeah, I know Elvish.
Alright. Braitham is a title that means judge, but especially Soul, you would know this given you've grown up here. Braitham in Deep Elf communities are also they are not necessarily the government, but they are not just judges because they help manage the resources and communities down here. They're basically the center of community and resource. People do this thing, resources go here. For Deep Elf communities versus on the surface, they're just judges.
Mm-hmm.
It is a pleasure to meet you all. Therastra has been telling me about your work, and while the city itself cannot act on the threat quite yet, if what she says is true, you all are doing great work.
Thank you.
We have prepared a building for you in town. It is yours to do with as you will. And we can point out the exact position on the map at a later point, but...
Is this map on display here still Dukeman, or is it Deepwell?
Oh, I think you guys are still in Dukeman. Let me drag you to Deepwell. I always forget about that part of Roll20. And would you all like to be brought to the location, or?
Yes.
Very well.
All right.
Yeah, he takes you there, and what you find is a decently sized building. This isn't just a small house. This is a decently sized building, and as he opens it up, it is unfurnished at the moment. As we said, this is for you all to do with what you will. Consider it a home base of sorts. Any supplies or furnishings you feel you may need, we can also provide that. However, initially it is just the building, as Therastra did not want to preempt anything for you all.
All right.
Ooh.
Sebastian gives the place a good long look over.
Multiple rooms, multiple stories.
Yeah, we can do this.
Ooh.
We can make something.
I think Lucille gets so excited that she just starts climbing up the outside of the building, looking through the windows, just trying to gauge the size of the place, and she's quite pleased.
What's the basement situation?
Because
Jesus
Underdark, pretty substantial basement building downwards.
Plenty of space for rot brain down here.
From the third story, Lucille just calls out,
They have a name.
Be
Is
nice, I
Central
call you
alone?
rot brain.
I mean, I've been called worse.
Thank you.
"Bitch, stand up!"
I mean, also from Central's perspective, it's not inaccurate. Sorry if that was just zombie and mage. Anyway.
Can Setchel, over the course of the day exploring it, cast detect magic throughout the house?
Yep.
Do I catch anything?
No, not yet. This place is new building for you all.
Satchel puts up a good point. I'd like to just... Lucille's probably on the ceiling, and then... Or the ceiling, on the roof, and then just, like, full leap off the roof to land next to, the fucking... to Karatok, and be like,
How old is this building?
Not too old. It is somewhat recent in construction. Then Sterastra
How
saw
recent?
it. Last few years it's been in construction.
Okay. Not too bad.
I'm going to go inside anyway and investigate the house for any sorts of flaws in the walls and stuff, like, I don't know, rat holes.
Investigation check.
And any otherwise suspicious openings through which someone could spy on us. Does anyone want to help me? I am not
Yeah.
intelligent.
11.
Oh, okay. Oh hey, hey, 17.
19.
19. You all poke the house all over.
Soul, do you want to investigate?
Sure. Oh, sure. I got remember my thing. Oh, what's investigation for me? Oh, right. -1.
I can also add 1d6 to my rolls.
You poor thing.
21.
Yes! All of you are pretty confident that there is nothing wrong with the house.
And then Sebastian is gonna go talk to whoever he needs to regarding furnishing this place properly.
Yeah.
Basically, see if he can arrange for everything we talked about in the behind the scenes thing regarding this place.
Well, speaking
Yeah,
of that,
Lucille wants to hit up an architect to help build these facilities we want.
yeah. Well, speaking of what we were talking about off screen, I was just about to do that myself. Yep, this is the Bastion, the group's Bastion from the 2024 rules. We had some talks about it last week about what you all would be doing, and I think for a decent portion of what we have left of the session, might be setting up the Bastion.
I mean, it'd help if we had a map, but meh.
We can just talk special facilities and map build at a later point once we have all that set up.
Fair enough.
Push comes to shove, I'll draw it. But it will take a while.
So, it's everyone has access to, let me... I presumably you all have picked already, but for the audience's sake, everyone has access to 4 special facilities. However, since you're all sharing a bastion, they will all be shared. So what we're...
I had...
Oh, so now you work on an Opera GX.
What?
Freaking 5e tools.
Oh, I did write down everybody's choices that we made for their rooms last week. If you'd like, I can send them to the chat to remind us all.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just a moment. Sorry, viewers, please hold. There we go.
All right. Let's go down the list. So, who wants to talk about the facilities that their character is getting and what the process is like getting those set up? We'll do this one
Lucille,
by one. Sorry.
I'll go first. Lucille, after getting the room set up, and Lucille doesn't really want like a super spacious room. I think because it said something about like the size category of the room. I didn't really pay attention to that part, but
We
once
can
she's
take
got
care
her
of
room
that
set
when
up,
we're building a map.
the first thing on her list is a training area, and it's not going to be inside the house. It's going to be outside, in a reasonably arranged in a reasonably sized circle, that is lined with training dummies and targets, and in a shed off to the side that will be where like practice weapons are stored, and extra ammunition.
All right.
Then the next room is a teleportation circle. And I don't know like size categories of rooms, and we'll figure that out later, but she wants a room or a range of space big enough for a teleportation circle to fit like let's see, what's it go before? Is 10 people unreasonable for a teleportation circle to accommodate?
That is not unreasonable.
Yeah. In case we need to transport groups of people larger than our own. And yeah, just get that outfitted. The workshop / art room is going to be inside. It's going to be equipped with glassblower, jeweler, mason, potter, weavers, and painter's tools, as well as words. Yeah, it's just in case anybody is feeling particularly creative or needs to make something other than a weapon. And the final room I chose is a storehouse to store extra supplies, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Mechanically, one of the main purposes of the storehouse is to be able to trade, but we can consider it flavor. You're keeping the storehouse to store supplies. Right. Who is next to discuss their facilities?
Well, I'm second on the list. I think Central really did like the basement because to them it's big enough for it. It reminds them of home to an extent. Basically, history of living with his family underground in crypts and abandoned tunnels. And he's expecting more family to show up, so he's just gonna convert this into a barracks for when they eventually show up.
All right.
And part of that process is eventually just shoveling a hole from the basement to the garden, to the field, and realizing that, oh right, we actually have a place we can grow stuff. So I'm assuming by now that the teleportation circle that Lucille wants to build is already set up.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I think without asking, Setchel just already carrying shovels and gardening tools that no one knows where they got it from. They just sort of in their arms stumble onto the circle, kick it on, and see if they can blind jump over to Balate's lab.
Roll an Arcana check.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yep. They're working on something. Well, when you pop in, they do not notice you at first.
Hey, Balate, how's it going?
Drops the beaker hand.
Yep.
Ooh, was that poisonous and probably infectious?
No.
Oh. Well, do you have something like that? I need something to grow in our garden.
I only have extraplanar creatures and plants here. I doubt. I also would not let them out into your garden, quite frankly.
Aw, you sure?
You're better off speaking to the farmers about this sort of thing.
I mean, is there a farmer willing to grow poisonous plants in someone's lawn?
We grow mushrooms here. Many of them are poisonous. If you can ask a farmer which ones they would want to avoid, and there you have the ones you're looking for.
Oh, I see where we're going with this. Yeah, thanks.
Of
Also,
course.
do you know like anyone who's willing to just write down a bunch of magic texts for cheap?
I have a few apprentices.
Cool. Can you tell them that they have internship options? And that leads into Setchel setting up a scriptorium.
Yep.
And the last one is a gaming hall. I'm not gonna narrate a scene for that. I think basically before Setchel left, they basically turned the room Thrastra gave Setchel into an Airbnb for money. So they're just doing the same with the house.
So are we saying that mechanically it's a gaming hall, but flavor-wise it's an Airbnb?
Hey, extra income. Either way.
I'm down for that because that's a fun idea.
I mean, it's not going to become a gambling hall eventually, but yeah, it's like Setchel will just invite strangers into the house without asking.
I imagine that everyone gives Setchel a room on the first floor to do this. It's like, they're not going through the house. Here. Alright. Who would like to describe their bastion setup next?
If we're going down the list, that's me, so... First things first, armory. That's basically find a room that looks like I can line it with weapon racks, coupled wardrobe, hopes for the loser stuff, maybe a couple things to hang bows and guns from, and barrels for ammunition.
All right.
Workshop. Preferably from on the opposite side. I to wherever the training area is in case of explosions.
Workshop with all the tools that aren't in the art room.
Yes.
For audience clarification.
You should have seen me last week. I was talking all about optimizing house builds. Coulter chose all of the more frequently used tools, and I got all the leftovers because there were enough on the list, like, for 2 workshops.
I mean, is there any reason we can't get 2 sets of tools?
Yep.
2 sets of the same tool?
Yeah, I just wanted them in case we needed them. Better to have it and not use it than to not have it at all.
Fair enough. And, Smithy! That's actually going near the training area. area, preferably either across from or near the shed and adjoining that. Trophy room, that's personal for Sebastian.
All right.
Let's just say he'll be handling that himself.
And Soul. How does Soul go about setting up her facilities?
So the library and arcane study are technically like in the same room, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just largely Soul ask for books to read and like also magical books, and that's basically how it kind of just gets set up. I don't remember what the scryedy is off the top of my head. And then the greenhouse just kind of pops up as well. Like Soul's not really. It's a thing of Soul like asks for this, and then like it kind of happened, and she's like, "Oh wow, it actually happened." And that's largely Soul's reaction to it all.
All right. Doing some. I would also like to do some downtime as well. So, do we want to take our first Bastion turn? This is basically, we do the special effects for each of the rooms in this downtime. Each of the special facilities.
It's fine by me.
All right. Everyone else?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And the other two are muted currently.
Sorry.
Oh,
panic
my
about
bad.
dogs.
I forgot I was muted. I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Sorry, panic about the dogs for a few seconds. And what I missed?
We'll be, since now that you guys have set up your Bastion, let's take our first Bastion turn. Which is partially a tutorial for the audience as well. Every in-game week, the party will be able to tell each of their special facilities to do a thing. Yes?
Sorry, your audio cut out for like a hot second, but I think it's back now.
Yeah. Okay. So, basically the way the Bastion turns work is that you get to, as long as you're able to communicate with the Bastion, you're able to give each of the special facilities an order. They will have like their specific what they can do listed in the rules. So for example, arcane study, you can tell it to craft a book, a blank book. You can tell it to make an arcane focus, or you could tell it to make a common or uncommon magic item from Arcana tables. So yeah.
See, or was it Dungeon Master's Guide or?
This is in the Bastion's page. Still.
Oh, I meant the book.
So, yeah, floor is open to you guys to take your Bastion turn.
Okay. And
You can also,
Bastion turns are they're just the orders you can make of the things?
Yes.
Sebastian's gonna get the
Hello?
smithy and workshop.
Okay.
Can you not hear me?
Alright, so for the smithy, You can actually, with the smithy, make a for fully like paying for it. Like since you're making it, you could make a common or uncommon item. Sorry, I am having to scroll through tabs and lists. Yeah. Sorry, I am not top of my game right here describing this because I am also new to the Bastion mechanics. But it's basically for the ones that craft things, there are lists of what you can craft. And in the Bastions page on 5e tools, like each special facility tells you what it does when you give it an order. I'm probably not explaining things super well. I'm sorry.
So, I'm gonna try. Well, basically just get them working on filling the shed and armory is what I'm doing for now with the smithy.
Okay, so that's probably just anything that can be made with Smith's tools. You're not making
Anything specific, yeah.
yeah, anything magical.
May I use a bastion turn? Is it only like one bastion turn per
So it's
like at all, or does everyone get a bastion turn?
everyone gets a turn, and you can order. You can give you give one order to, or it's basically you can give a single order to as many facilities as you would like that you of your facilities. But that's like
Okay.
you know, you could tell Central could tell the garden to harvest, while they're also telling the gaming hall to trade. Each facility gets a single order.
Okay. I would like to just rather than it's like maintaining is natural, but I'd like, if I'm able, I'd like to issue a crafting order for the work for my workshop, so that we could just because it says it has weaver's tools in there. Would it be possible to make like extra clothes for us?
Yeah, that's fully within reason.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Just extra clothes in case we get too fucked up or just want to change in. I think it'd be cheaper this way. What?
Yeah.
We have new outfits. We have new outfits basically.
That works for me.
All right. Do Solar Satchel give any orders?
I think Soul will harvest healing herbs and all that.
All right. And Satchel.
So we can give one order to each of our facilities, therefore we can use all our facilities during one turn.
Yes, that is the way I am interpreting the rules.
All right, we go rules as interpreted, then rule of cool, then rule of rules as written.
Written suck.
Hmm.
Do we even account for rules as written?
I account for rules as written.
Sometimes I forget we even have rules.
Looks
All right,
back
so
at
I'm-
the rage.
A character, on a Bastion turn, a character in their Bastion can issue special orders to one or more of their special facilities. A character doesn't need to or issue orders to all the facilities on a given Bastion turn. So yeah. So it's rules as written. You can tell the the Bastion, like you can tell each of your facilities to do something.
So, because I'm me, I figured out how to tie all 4 into one big event.
Oh.
And Samuel, if you had a plan, a bigger plan for this, it's just a smaller version. I'm gonna go scene by scene, if that's okay.
All right.
See who?
So this mostly is just like around the action. Setchel recruits Bastion defenders, and basically, Setchel is like got a bunch of mushrooms growing in the yard, and looks at a big juicy red one that looks completely poisonous, bites it, and is completely disappointed because somehow they accidentally grew non-poisonous plants. And for the garden, I want to grow 100 days worth of rations.
All right.
And like in their disappointment, they're just like, okay, I'm not too much setup for what I want to do. Hey Samuel,
Mm-hmm.
can some family members come early?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think just like these are cousins, they're not like the silkworms. So if anyone wants to make up a necromancer family name, go for it. But I think with the barracks option of recruit Bastion defenders, I think 4 cousins just show up to the house. And
Sebastian, as he turns around from I'm setting up the workshop, up to see a corpse that looks tangentially related to Setchel.
Not a
You here
corpse.
for Silkworm?
Not a corpse. A robed individual.
Just a robed individual that gives the same vibes as Setchel.
Yes.
Put a hat
Here
on a
for-
pig, it's still a pig.
You here? I'm guessing you're here for Rot Brain. Sebastian says as he points his thumb.
What a
That's
delightful
Setchel.
nickname. They put one hand up to their face as they say that. The robe falls away. It's a living hand. This is a living person. But yes, I am here because Setchel has called us.
someone called my name.
Yes.
Setchel
Anyway, that's him.
drops a crate of mushrooms. Yeah. And just like runs across the room and jumps them.
Oh, this is
Oh my God.
unexpected. Hello.
Oh, joy, oh, joy, oh, joy. Hello. Hello, it's been so long. It's been so long since I've ever met you because I don't know who you are or your name, but I do know you're my cousin. So how are you doing?
Cousin, that is an interesting way to
I
think
actually
about
had to
it.
take my earphones out.
I'm sorry.
Lucille kind of like sticks. I imagine Lucille is on some kind of fire. Lucille would absolutely have her room on one of the higher floors simply because it's what feels most comfortable to her. But I feel like she sticks her head out the window or over the edge of the room and be like, "You invited a stranger to the house?"
Not a stranger. Holds close to me. Family.
That is certainly one way to think about it. How interesting.
I know, right?
Can I
Oh, wait.
inside check this weirdo?
Yep.
Inside. 24.
24. They have a connection with Setchel. It is not it is not exactly literally familial, but they are not they do still have some connection with Setchel that Setchel interprets as family.
Are they?
From my
You first.
sorry. From my insight check, can I glean any information over whether I should consider this person a threat to the rest of the house
With a 24,
and the party?
with a 24, they're connected to Setchel, and they seem to be allied with Setchel. And so they likely wouldn't do anything that would put the party and the house at risk. Unless Setchel.
Oh yeah. Hold on to what you just said.
Lucille kind of. Oh no.
What? Wait, what? I feel like I'm missing context here.
Let them finish.
Because like 4 people show up, and while Samuel voiced to 1, Setchel immediately goes, "Oh right, more people are coming. I gotta clear the room." Setchel immediately runs over to the barracks, sees the person from the Airbnb. It's like, "You gotta go. Plane shift." Okay, so your rooms are downstairs.
Wait,
Wait,
I was
you're
making
kicking
that-
someone out of the barracks?
Oh, no.
So
Ladies
they're
and
not
gentlemen,
kicking.
the shenanigans begin again.
They're not kicking.
What is happening?
They're not kicking an actual like Bastion defender out of the barracks. They were kicking someone out of the barracks who had Airbnb'd the room.
You made the barracks an Airbnb? An Airbnb barracks?
Well, look,
you're also missing the point. He plane shifted them.
What the fuck?
Oh god. Oh god.
I had to
Why
I'll
the
get him
fuck?
later. But like, let me show you rooms. Let me show you rooms.
Oh
and like,
god.
we can cut the black with that specific scene. The reason I want to lead into like at least one more room is because since there are 4 of them, and they are at least one of them is partially like Setchel. One of them opens a gambling hall in the barracks.
Yep. Let's roll that D100.
Oh, should I roll it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The rest of us are just standing in the doorway
Let's go!
wondering what the fuck. Of course it's that number.
Nice.
I feel like the rest of us are just standing in the doorway watching this chaos happen and be like, what the fuck is happening to our house?
Alright, so on that result, where's gaming hall? 2d6 is what I need from Setchel.
Nine.
9. That's 90 gold.
Yes,
Ooh.
we're actually making money, and we don't have to bury that many people anymore.
Any more?
Setchel will not answer.
I think one of them is, like, dressed kind of debonair. Well, it was a bit of a specialty of mine to run these sorts of things. And as they speak, when they open their mouth, 2 fangs.
You think
I
two
want
fangs
to
or two
grab
things?
Setchel.
Fangs.
I'd like to grab
Sebastian-
Setchel and just drag them to the hallway.
And instinctively kind of just rubs over his hand axe.
Oh, don't worry. If you're with this one, you have nothing to worry about from me.
Actually, no, I
I
don't think I'm gonna
acknowledge
drag
that.
Setchel out of the room at all. I think
I'm
not
sorry. I'm trying to RP answer this guy.
I'm not even gonna drag Setchel out of the room. I think upon Lucille seeing the fangs, like I feel like Setchel's family, quote unquote, question mark, interpret Lucille as a very skittish individual, and it's evident in the way she kind of like climbs up Setchel and just hisses in their ear,
Did you invite a vampire into this house?
Maybe? Wait, vampire?
You don't know?
Ooh, I read over. Are you a vampire?
Yes.
You didn't know?
Yes!
I like
That was awesome!
get real. I get real small as Setchel just runs over to the vampire and like hide behind them, and like all 8 of my eyes are so wide right now.
Sebastian just calmly walks over and extracts Lucille from the situation.
I climb over Sebastian to hide
Oh my
behind him.
God.
What? Give me a moment. I've gotta take care of something. Feel free to RP amongst yourselves.
I'll be right back. Actually,
Don't you worry, Lucy. Vampires won't hurt you long. Oh, you don't hurt them. Hurt their friend.
I think
Yeah,
I might actually walk away.
I know. I was planning on repeating it. And when she came back.
Sorry for screaming in everyone's ear.
It's only a problem on my end because I have naturally sensitive ears.
Again, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What's really funny is, like, once Samuel gets back, I'm gonna explain to him what the last part of it is, because he accidentally decided for me.
Because that sounds so comforting.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if I want to clarify anymore.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's perfect.
sorry, I'm back.
Don't worry, Lucy. The vampires won't hurt you long as you don't hurt anything that they care about. And that one clearly
I
cares.
just. Oh my god, hold on. Oh, them is a vampire. And if the vampire smiles at her, she'll just kind of like hiss a little bit, and then scamper out of the room.
I think the DM walked away for a second to let us RP amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's not back yet? Okay.
Hmm.
I just found a Pokemon Fire Energy card on my desk.
Oh, nice. God, this is a terrible RP question to ask, but does Setchel's family mess up anything else in anyone else's rooms?
Well, that depends.
Draco's not here yet.
Well, that
Oh,
I'm
yeah, never mind.
back.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's
Let's
your
drop that
question.
question then. Okay. That was not. I was not going to ask that for like mechanical reasons. Just like it's like, hey, do you guys want Setchel's family to do stuff in the other rooms?
Myriad had asked if I had asked if any of Setchel's family messed up any of our rooms.
I would say probably not.
Okay. The last thing I just want from my scenes is like when Setchel runs over to the vampire relative, like, oh wow, okay, you have to tell me so much about what you got. Do you follow Dad, or do you follow one of our uncles or aunts, or were you like new to this? Ooh, do you know any specific magic? You gotta tell me. And long story short, this is how Setchel gets the spell scroll for Vampiric Touch.
Ooh, nice.
Meanwhile,
Oh dear.
Sebastian is carrying Lucille back upstairs, trying to comfort her that the vampire won't hurt her as long as she doesn't attack Kit or Setchel.
All right.
Oh, I would have climbed off of him at some point, and just in the hallway to just squint suspiciously at the family.
All right. I know it's a bit early, but yeah, we're getting back into the swing of things, and
We're calling it here?
yeah, if everyone's fine with that. Just some...
I was just thinking, what are we gonna do for half an hour?
Yeah, that's also where I'm at. I haven't prepped much else. So is everyone fine calling it here for the night?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm chill with that.
Hopefully next week we're ready to continue. Bye, chat. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, players. Couldn't do the game without you. Great having you all
Thank
here.
you for running.
And
Oh
great...
gosh,
Pleasure.
Josh Scorcher
Right.
just started streaming his own frickin' D&D campaign.
Well.
And as we're ending.
See ya, chat. Bye.
See ya.